Hey, I've spent real nights with the Sony BRAVIA Theater Quad, and the first time it filled my room, I actually stopped and just listened. This is for the kind of person who's tired of thin sound that doesn't match the picture on screen. You care about audio the way you care about clarity in dialogue and impact in explosions, you feel when something falls flat. Before I go on, take a moment and check the current price and stock. Systems like this don't stick around at good deals forever. You knew it was time to upgrade the second your old setup left you rewinding scenes because you missed lines, or when your action movies felt polite instead of powerful. That's the moment you realize weak gear doesn't just underperform, it distracts. Stepping up to the BRAVIA Theater Quad changes that. It's like walking from a small room into a cathedral. The space opens up. Sound comes at you from everywhere, not just from the front. Whether you're watching the latest blockbuster, diving into a game with friends, or streaming music while you unwind, this system doesn't just play sound, it places it. 4 wireless speakers with 360 spatial sound mapping feel like they read the room. Dialogue floats where it should, low-end rumbles without muddying mids, and every detail sits right where it belongs. You feel sound around you, not just coming at you. That shift from flat to enveloping makes everything feel more real. Now, don't hesitate, check pricing while it's reasonable. Stock changes, and at times like this hesitation costs you more later. If you're thinking, do I really need this level? Let me reframe that doubt. This isn't about gimmicks, it's about feeling sound, not just hearing it. Once you've lived with spatial audio that adapts to your room and responds to every scene, you can't go back to lifeless audio. That's the point where good enough becomes unacceptable. Here's something you might not expect: the room calibration. It actually listens to your space and tunes itself. You don't wrestle with settings all night, the system figures it out. That's the part that makes your old setup feel like a compromise you shouldn't have tolerated for as long as you did. You feel confident when you own this. You flip the switch and you know it's premium. You feel the difference in heavy bass during an action sequence without distortion. You hear whisper quiet tones in a dialogue-heavy scene that used to get lost. You enjoy music in full bloom, not smothered by limitations. You get expansive audio that fills your room. You get precision in every directional cue. You get calibration that tunes itself to your space. You get wireless freedom without tangled wires. You get sound that feels intentional, not assembled. Sure, it's not the cheapest option out there, and if you're coming from basic speakers it's a leap. But that leap quickly becomes a landing where every moment feels earned. At some point you stop comparing specs and start listening to yourself. You already know what upgrade you keep circling back to. Don't let this be one of the upgrades you delay and end up regretting later. Check the price and grab it while it's still right there waiting. You'll be glad you finally crossed that line.